I'm going to go ahead and continue my commentary on this book right here. And now we're going to talk about the debates themselves. These are the debates that Jesus had with the scribes, who were the understudies of the Pharisees. Okay. Now, what was at stake here? This was about honor. This was about reputation. Let me give you an idea what this would be like. Okay. Let's say you have two weathermen. One has a college degree. He has studied meteorology for a long time. He has done weather reporting for years. He knows what's going on in the atmosphere. And then you have another one. He's not very well educated at all. He doesn't have a very good reputation. Half the time when he tries to predict the weather, it's wrong. Now, when these two guys come up to you and tell you that a storm is on its way, which one are you going to listen to? The flake that doesn't know hardly anything, or the guy with a good reputation that knows that storm is coming? Well, obviously you're going to listen to the guy that has all the education and has the good reputation, because he will probably keep you safe. Okay? It's just like if you have a wooded area, you have two guides. One's real educated, has been through those woods many, many a time. The other one has never been through the woods. Which one are you going to trust to get you through the woods? The well-educated one. That's right. Okay. And to give you another example, you have a loan officer. He has two candidates to loan money to. One is somebody that he knows is going to pay him back. He's had a reputation of paying back his loans. The other one has a reputation of never paying any money back at all. Who are you going to loan money to? The guy that has a good reputation. See what I mean? So honor and reputation is everything. It's not only everything in business, but it's also in personal relationships. Let me tell you something. Who is a lady going to marry most likely? A guy that is honorable, reputable, stays out of trouble, pays his bills, works hard, that kind of thing? Or some scumbum that gets himself in trouble with the law on a regular basis? Well, it doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. See what I mean? So this was honor and reputation was very important back then. Let me tell you something. If you're trying to become a leader of people, you have to have a good reputation. Just look at all the politicians today that have a real problem. They have bad reputations, and that's what gets them kicked out of office on a regular basis. They lose their reputation, then they lose their job. See what I mean? You don't want a scandal hanging over your head while you're trying to run for re-election. It doesn't work that way. At least it's not supposed to work that way. Sometimes it ends up working that way anyway, but it's not supposed to. Okay? So, when it came to the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the Essenes, they had to maintain their reputation because that was the only way they could lead their people. They were supposed to be the leaders of the Galileans as well as the people in Judea. Get the picture? Okay, so here comes Jesus. The mere fact that Jesus came from a peasant family was one strike against him. The fact of the matter was that he came from a peasant town. That was another strike against him. So he had a real tough time building a reputation right off the bat. He did get it done, but it took him a while. He had literally two strikes against him. People didn't just listen to him right off the bat. But as soon as he established his honor, then they started listening to him. Now here came the problem. If they were listening to Jesus, they certainly weren't listening to the Pharisees and Sadducees. You get the picture? And that was creating a problem. That's why the Pharisees and the Sadducees were so upset with Jesus, because he was knocking their honor right down to the ground. And that meant they weren't effective leaders anymore. That can create quite a little problem, don't you think? So, now you know how important honor and reputation is. Let me tell you something. Who are you going to listen to when it comes to theology? Are you going to listen to an honest, hard-working man or a thief? A thief can explain the Bible all he wants to you, but you're probably not going to listen to him because he's a thief, and he's breaking the very laws he's trying to teach you to obey. See what I mean? So like I said, a thief would not make a very good minister. And that's what all this is all about. Alright. I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.